Hello, everyone. This is Senior Biotech Analyst John Vandermosten. Welcome to our channel that educates the life sciences investor on exciting advancements in drugs, biologics, and devices. For more content and news like this, subscribe to our channel below and like or share with others. Welcome to the next segment of our conversation with Dr. Laxminarayan Bhat, the CEO of Reviva Pharmaceuticals. The company is running a phase 3 clinical trial in schizophrenia, and as of January 4th, they had about 40% of the targeted patients enrolled in their Recover trial. You seem to be on pace with the trial. How is enrollment going, and what are the near-term milestones that investors should be paying attention to?
Sure. The enrollment is progressing very well globally. Globally, we are currently running 37 sites. Enrollment is progressing very well. It's on track. So we anticipate giving top-line data in about 5 months' time, mid of this year. And then next process would be after completion of the phase 3 study. So we will engage regulatory agencies and then discuss next step, and then we will reach out to regulatory agencies for guidelines for submitting an NDA. We anticipate submitting NDA sometime end of next year or early 2025.
Okay, like Q4 24?
Q4, December 2024 or early 2025. Okay. But besides the ongoing clinical trials, the other studies required for filing an NDA application, majority of them are already been completed, and then few of them are ongoing.
Yeah, what are some of the examples of those parallel trials that you're working on?
So the parallel trials, we call clinical pharmacology studies, such as drug-drug interaction studies, and then mass balance studies in human. All these things are required mandatory studies. Recently, we announced the top-line data of drug-drug interaction. We have really, very good drug-drug interaction data compared to other standard of care.
We were talking about that earlier today, right?
Yeah. So overall, as I can say, we are very pleased with the progress what we have been making towards the NDA submission for schizophrenia. But the major data would be the pivotal study data that is anticipated in about 5 months' time. But otherwise, overall development, clinical development, and the non-clinical development, it's on track to NDA submission.
And I assume all those parallel trials will be complete before you take on the next phase 3 trial.
Yeah, most of the studies have already been completed in, as I mentioned, the drug-drug interaction, absolute bioavailability. These are other clinical studies required for submitting an NDA. So what we intend to present this data in the upcoming conference, you will see in Q2 in April, May. We are planning to present in various conferences these data.
Yeah, that'll get the word out. So any observations on the Recover trial so far? I guess it's blinded, right? So we don't know too much, but perhaps...
This is a double-blind study as well as an open-label study. But even though it's a double-blind study, but the safety is a safety you can know. So far, we are very pleased with the safety outcome of this drug. So, this is a comparable to what we generated already in the successfully completed the phase 2 study or even better.
Right. Yeah. So, the regulatory pathway for drugs in this class, antipsychotics, is well known. The FDA has, approved many of them long ago, but it's well known which way you have to go. So I guess you'll be running another phase 3 trial after the data from this one comes out. Will the design of that one be the same as the first, or you said you're going to be speaking with the FDA? Might it be modified somewhat? How will those conversations affect the ultimate design of the other
second
phase 3?
phase 3 study the design will be similar to what we are currently running.
Okay.
So then you mentioned about the drug safety. Recently we announced the drug-drug interaction study data. The drug-drug interaction is reported to contribute with the other standard of care currently. At least 25% of antipsychotics are known to cause drug-drug interaction at various levels. Our drug, compared to other widely used standard of care, drug-drug interaction data is much cleaner. And then let's see, one of the top drug currently in the market, aripiprazole, if you could compare. Our data in the similar trial, it's around almost 70% better compared to Abilify. Abilify is known to increase in the similar trial drug concentration almost over 60%. Our drug increased to only 15%. That's the lowest increase in drug concentration in presence of an inhibitor compared to any other approved drug currently in the market. We are very pleased with the data, and then we believe this could be, it could translate into better safety outcome in patient population.
Okay. And, in regards to the FDA, is there any opportunity for expedited treatment? Since it is such a well-worn path, perhaps they'll be able to evaluate it more quickly. Any thoughts on that side of things?
The regulatory path to NDA approval, it is a very well, I would say, worked out in the sense that there are several drugs approved for schizophrenia. Right. But there is always a new data, the compelling data generated that could change regulatory agencies' mind. Mm-hmm. What we are doing differently than other companies in this space, in the phase 3 study, especially for inflammatory markers, we are evaluating a panel of cytokines in this study. So we believe, based on the preclinical or translational data generated to date, our phase 3 study, we expect to see improvement in the inflammatory markers. Mm-hmm. This could be a significant, marker that could have impact on both efficacy and then safety of drug. So if we see, overwhelming response in the reduction in cytokine, certainly this could be, for the regulatory standpoint, we would like to explore, reach out to agency and then explore expedited approval. But it all depends on the phase 3 data outcome.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, thank you, Dr. Bhat. I appreciate the conversation on the regulatory pathway. Again, we have Reviva Pharmaceuticals CEO Dr. Laxminarayan Bhat. Reviva Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol is RVPH. You can find more information about the company below and research reports, which will include the links for, and also links to other conversations that we've had with Reviva's CEO.